Good morning, Collective and Soul Tribe. The time is 10:13 a.m. while I'm doing this video, so you might see this video later today, you know, in the afternoon or at nighttime, but obviously take what resonates with you whenever you see it. I will be using this deck here and the rest of these, so I'm going to get started. Basically, I'm going to use this only with these because I want to see what you guys could be wanting to know when it comes to your journey. And I don't mean like on your journey, like what your future holds, like basically what's happening like right now on your current journey could be very significant. You guys could be seeing signs and synchronicities, but then you could be wondering like, what are these signs and synchronicities, and you know, how does this benefit me, or how does this relate to me? You know, that could be very significant, right? So let's get started, you guys. But I hope you guys are having a really good day today. I hope you guys are, you know, staying high vibrational as usual. I mean, it's hard, but you know, every day is a new day, right? So we are human, we're learning, and this is part of the experience about growth and journey and, you know, things of that matter. And especially with people that you meet in your life who are on that same journey, it feels good to know that you're not the only person trying to better yourself. You know, no one's saying that, you know, you're perfect. No one's saying that, you know, you won't make mistakes, but it's just wanting to grow and be better. Okay, so Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective at this time? What messages do you have for the collective for October 8th? What clarity can you give them at this time whenever they see this video, please? And thank you. And please protect and guide the collective whenever they see this video, Spirit. Ooh, okay. So the unknown is very significant for some of you guys, especially when it comes to like, it's not the yellow brick road, but I thought of the Wizard of Oz, okay, for some of you guys. I thought about the Wizard of Oz just following that path. So some of you guys are following your own path, and it feels like this path that you're following, it's unknown, it's colorful, it's bright, okay? There's a star right there, meaning like, you know, you're right there, you're almost there. This feels like a finish line, okay? But Spirit is saying, you know, you're stepping into the unknown and it might feel scary, okay? For some of you guys, even when it comes to like adulthood, that could be very scary for some of you guys, knowing that, you know, it's time to be responsible. You can't do the certain things that you used to do, okay? For some of you guys, rest is very significant. Some of you guys are needing to rest or wanting to rest. There is something about taking time off. So vacation could be very significant for some of you guys when it comes to your journey. Okay. It's almost like surrendering as well. Some of you guys could be surrendering certain things. So even when it comes to tea, okay, maybe you guys are drinking more tea and less coffee, or there's something about coffee and tea that could be very significant. And when I think about that, I think of you know, yin yang energy and duality, okay? Also when it comes to balance, right? So rest could be very significant for some of you guys. Yeah, the unknown, it's almost like the unknown is unfolding, right? And it's like you have to be open. So if you notice, like these rainbow colors are popping up a lot, it's almost like you have to like go with that flow and be open with the universe, be open with spirit, because what they have in store for you might be better than, you know, what you can imagine, right? And a lot of times we want to take control of our situations, but sometimes we don't have control with everything. You know what I mean? Okay, so there is something about wanting to have control, but there's also this energy of surrendering. Like if it doesn't work out the way it's supposed to, then it doesn't. If it does, then it does. But it's almost like being open to how, you know, your results might end up showing, because how we expect things to show up for us, it may not show up the way we expect it to. It might show up in a different form. Okay. So for some of you guys, when it comes to what's unfolding, yeah, release wanted to show up, like surrendering, letting go. Okay, this could be like, again, past traumas, past energy, past people, places, things, okay? You guys are receiving synchronicities as well at this time. So butterflies could be very significant. And we also have here the journey. So there is something about your journey that you guys are going on at this moment, okay? Especially on this journey, especially when it comes to like your emotions, you guys are learning to tap more into your emotions, okay? And because of the unknown, that could be also something that you guys are worried about too, like when it comes to fear. And Spirit is saying not to have fear, because things are actually working out in your favor, but because it's not looking the way you expected to, that could be very significant. So yeah, when it comes to your emotions, you know, letting go and releasing, the inner child is very significant. Some of you guys, when it comes to your inner child, that could be unfolding as well. Okay, even when you were a kid, there could be something about you when you were a kid, you were very emotional, or there's something about you're very tapped in, like you have, you know, a high intelligence about your emotions, right? And because you guys are tapping into your inner child, Spirit is saying to keep going. Okay, keep going, because just like these synchronicities, like if you notice the butterfly, it looks like a piece of floor, but for some reason it reminds me of a picnic. Anyway, picnics might be significant. I don't know why I thought about that, but it reminds me of a picnic blanket or like a sheet, but it is a floor, right? And if you notice, the floor is in here too. So it's almost like you're seeing synchronicities, but if you go through that door, whatever you saw, you're going to see it inside here too, right? And you're probably seeing synchronicities because Spirit is saying to keep going. So whatever's behind that door, you may not see it. And if you notice that the tiles change colors, so it's almost like being open, like getting the green light to be open, and then having passion, taking action to this journey, wherever you're going, okay? That's how I'm looking at it too. Ooh, child. Okay, I guess I'll take that. I'm not going to fight Spirit. I'll take it. Thank you, Spirit. By the way, we have money at the bottom of the deck, so that could be very significant too. But anyway, yeah, so for some of you guys, there is something about seasons. Okay, your seasons you're going through season changes, right? Physically and mentally, right? So with the seasons changing, you're changing. Okay, some of you are tapped into that extent. Receiving clarity could be very significant for some of you as well when it comes to, you know, what's going on around you, okay? So it's not even just what's going on internally. You guys could be aware about what's happening around you as well, your surroundings. Having gratitude is very significant too. So you show gratitude to the universe, and because of this, they appreciate that, right? You say thank you to the universe. You know, show gratitude to the universe. Even just like me, for example, just pulling cards, and especially if it's cards that I don't think I agree with, I still say thank you to Spirit, because I'm still getting divine messages to give to you guys, right? So just these are just examples when it comes to having and showing gratitude. You know, what it is that you have. This is root chakra energy. Intuition is very significant. There is change happening for some of you guys, and also when it comes to introspection. So some of you guys, when it comes to introspection, the moon, okay, you guys could have went through some type of cycle with the moon that just passed, and you guys could be changing right now at this time. So some of you guys, when it comes to being connected to the moon, is very significant. A lot of you guys may have water placements in your chart. You don't have to, but again, being connected to the universe is very significant. Being able to sit down and be one with yourself, you know, might resonate for somebody as well. Even when it comes to sitting in your emotions, that could be very significant. Like, you're not afraid to sit in your own emotions, okay? So, Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective for October 8th, please? What messages do you have for the collective for October 8th? Yeah, so some of you guys could have received some type of mental clarity. Okay, cloves are very significant at this time. You could be using cloves at this moment, and that could be a sign. Or when it comes to incorporating cloves more, that could be significant too. Some of you guys are communicating clearly at this time too, or you guys are needing to communicate clearly. But when it comes to your needs and wants, okay, this is where you guys are in introspection at this time. So you guys are needing to communicate clearly, or you guys are communicating clearly, okay, depending on your situation. But clothes are very significant when it comes to mental clarity. And because you guys are receiving mental clarity, this is allowing you to communicate more clearly when it comes to people, places, and things, okay? Yeah, so you guys are embracing spirituality, okay? Selenite might be very significant. Maybe you guys have this stone or crystal, okay? You guys could be maybe wanting to look into that more. 1010 could be very significant too. So when it comes to protecting your energy at this time, you may resonate with that at this moment. Yeah, so some of you guys are focusing on your mental stability at this time. For some of you guys, this is not a bad thing either. This is almost like you're just removing yourself from people that are either triggering you, or they're not helping you heal in your journey at this time, right? So again, like I said, you could have been around people where, you know, when it comes to you focusing on what it is you want, healing yourself and being on your journey, you guys could have been in situations too where you've communicated clearly with other people about what it is that you want, right? And because of this, you guys are stepping into spirituality more. You guys are focusing on your mental stability more, okay? You're not worried about what other people are doing, because you may realize that while other people are focused on like material and things that doesn't even matter really. Because when you think about it, we're all gonna die one day, okay? Not to scare anybody. I'm just being realistic. Like, we're all gonna die one day, right? And it's almost like this hustle and bustle of, I gotta make money now, I gotta be rich now, I gotta be famous now, I gotta be. And Spirit is just like, listen, when it comes, it comes. What's meant for you is meant for you. Right now, focus on your mental stability. Focus on you. Focus on yourself. Focus on what makes sense to you and what matters to you. Forget about everybody else and forget about what everybody else is doing. Focus about you. Because the more you focus on you, the more you attract things that are supposed to be for you, right? So, curiosity, inquisitive duckling, okay? It says to stay curious is to keep finding new possibilities. What are you curious about? Okay. Again, something about you being curious, maybe wanting to learn something new. And that's the thing that you guys could be receiving mental clarity about. Okay. So we have gentleness. It says gentleness brings us closer to each other. How can you connect and bond? Okay. So this could be your energy right now. Koalas might be very significant. Like, you could be seeing them like on your For You page or just in general, right? And we have white hair. This is awareness. Okay. So I did talk about being aware about your surroundings, okay? I did talk about seasons changing and feeling this energy and feeling like, you know, are you aware about your surroundings? So this is also confirmation. It says, are you attuned to your environment? How can you be more aware of the world around you? Okay, we also have sweet black sheep, compassion. So it says, it's said, there's no small act of kindness. Look out for ways to care for those around you, okay? So again, when it comes to having compassion, this could be your energy at this time. Okay, having compassion and showing compassion to others. Okay, and again, I'm not talking about having compassion and showing compassion to people who, you know, you felt like maybe they hurt you, or felt like maybe they sabotaged you on purpose. I'm not talking about like that. I'm talking about new, fresh connections, or if it is the past, you can see that this person is actually changing and trying. I'm not talking about situations where people come into your energy, confirmation with the horn. They're always apologizing and saying, I'm sorry, but then they keep doing it. I'm not talking about those energies, because that's triggering, okay? That's not healthy for nobody's mental health and well-being, and that is triggering. And especially if you're somebody who, you know, talks about, you know, I don't like this and this is how I feel, and you feel like it's not being reciprocated, then yes, I would pull my energy away if I were you, and I would protect my energy as well. And a lot of people may not understand that, because even though you've spoke your truth, a lot of times people will use that against you. And because right now you guys are protecting your energy, you guys could be very particular about who you have in your circle, the friends you keep, the family you keep, just in general. Okay, the company you keep is also significant too. Okay, so again, doves, commune with nature. It says we are all connected. Find a quiet place to simply be one with Gaia. Okay, so doves are very significant, and this could be someone new coming into your energy as well. When I think about the card from, I believe it's the, I think it's an Archangel deck that I've done before, but doves are very significant. And we also have Wolf Mother. Okay, reach for the stars. It says if you don't reach for the stars, you'll never catch one. Okay, so again, when it comes to new beginnings, reaching for the stars, you know, knowing what it is you want and moving towards that, that could be very significant at this time for some of you guys. Okay, but I'm going to end it here. Please take what resonates with you at this time. And again, thank you so much for the love and support that you guys have been sharing and giving to me. I appreciate you guys as always, and I love you so much. All right, guys, stay blessed, stay continuing to be your authentic self. Don't let anybody stop you from your goals and your dreams, and obviously have discernment in whatever it is that you do. Okay, and obviously do your research too. Just because I post these videos doesn't mean that you're not allowed to go on Google and say, is she right? Is she a liar? Is she telling the truth? Right? So it's okay to do your homework. It's okay to, you know, learn more as well, because again, this is about self. This is about learning about self. So, you know, do what makes you feel good and what makes you happy. Okay, guys? But anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Love you so much. All right? Bye.